So I'm just leaving Mel with the noisy generator. She's gonna stay and chill with the kitten while I go on a 7 or 8 hour hike. So I'm at Sleeping Giant Provincial Park. Pretty sure this is where we want to start. Oh, top of the Giant is down that way, so I think Cabayan Trail is the way to go. All right, here we go. So I've just started this hike about 9:30 a.m. hoping to get to the top of the Giant by like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And here's my view so far. About half an hour in now, and I'm mostly just walking. I'm already starting to feel tired. Didn't do any cardio or anything for the past month during this visit, so it could be interesting when we get to the steep spots. The woods are so nice and quiet. I've seen a little bit of wildlife, lots of birds, a couple squirrels, chipmunks, a bird that was like in the middle of the path that seemed like he was pretty friendly. But I'm just hoping to like turn a corner and see like a deer or an elk or a moose or something. But I'll tell you, I'm by far the noisiest thing out here, so I'm sure they can hear me coming for miles. So down by the water, I found out that there are actually other human beings on this trail today. There was 2 girls down by the water, some bikers that we saw in the parking lot. I know that Mel was a little worried that I was going to be on this trail and there'd be no other people, and if anything happened, you know, I'd be stuck out here in the wilderness, but looks like there's enough other people that if I did run into an emergency, hopefully someone would come by. It's so quiet and peaceful again. You can just hear the small waves lapping up against the shore. Couldn't have picked a more beautiful day for this hike. I've just come to a little junction here, and it looks like I am 1.8 kilometers from the top of the Giant Trail junction. So that's where it'll start getting steep. The couple on the bikes caught up to me at that trail junction, and the guy's like, "Holy crow, you're a fast walker." I'm like, I don't know, I'm just walking my usual speed. So here's where I'm breaking off the main path towards the top of the Giant Trail junction. Path is getting a little steep and skinny here. So I'm at the trail junction, but yeah, here we go. And I think before I really get into it, I'm gonna take off this shell because I'm starting to get a little warm. Maybe probably take off the mitts too. There's kind of a marshy open area just down this way, so I'm trying to make my way through this brush. So I'd love to show you like a deer or a moose, or even like I'd go for a rabbit or something at this point. But nothing. Just not that lucky for wildlife this trip. Maybe I'm walking too fast and being too noisy. Could be that. Well, this is turning into a decent climb now. Yeah, I'm not going as fast as I was. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm out of breath. But we're starting to get up to a height where we've got a bit of a view of Lake Superior. Onward and upward. It's not often I have to sit down in the middle of a hike, but whew, I'm just really out of shape. Got a real nice view though. And if I can make it up the rest of the way, I think there are much bigger, better views to come. So let's get going. So I've just reached top of the stairs. Another 1.2 kilometers to the T Harbor Lookout. Hoping it's not quite as steep. Well, this is kind of a steep edge here. Yeah, that looks like a long way down. We've got a bench and a big open space. So you know what that means. I think we're gonna try for some drone footage. I've made it to the T Harbor Lookout, and it says from here you can see the lighthouse on Trowbridge Island and the silhouette of Isle Royale on the horizon of Lake Superior. Isle Royale is the least visited national park in the United States. I looked, but I couldn't see a lighthouse anywhere, so I think it was just a bit too hazy today. On to the next lookout point. It is chilly up here. Yeah, it's cold. I'm at another stunningly beautiful lookout. I wish I could stop at all of them, but this one is definitely worth stopping at. So you can see for just miles, and I can see some kind of big city with a large tower over there. Lots of birds of prey flying along this ridge. I don't know how far down that is, but man, it looks far. Beautiful fall colors in the trees. Yeah, this is just amazing. Well, that was quick. I'm now at the Gorge Lookout. Apparently, this is the end of the top of the giant trail. I'm now standing atop the tallest cliffs, greatest vertical drop in Ontario. To be honest, I was kind of expecting like a bigger lookout area. Oh, there's a really big gorge over there. I really hope the sun comes out though. The sun's behind a cloud, and man, it is cold when the sun is not out. I'm gonna have to start putting back on layers. It's a serious situation. But yeah, this is a heck of a cliff right here. Wow, that's steep. Sun's come out again, and I've got my windbreaker back on. I'm in a bit of a sheltered area here, so I can start to have my lunch, which consists of a turkey sandwich left over from Canadian Thanksgiving and cinnamon buns. So thank you very much to my parents and to Mel's parents. Mel's parents supplied the turkey, and Mel and my father actually made the cinnamon buns. Oh, look, we have a little visitor. This little chipmunk behind me is very convinced that he's gonna get something, but he's gonna be very disappointed because I don't feed wildlife. Sorry, little chipmunk. And you know what else I realized? Look at how dirty my pants are. And we have no laundry for the next 4 or 5 days. So this little chipmunk keeps coming like right up. He was like in the camera bag, but I keep missing him on video. Just got some really nice drone footage of this big cliff area here, but I'm seeing there is a rainstorm heading this way, so I'm gonna start heading down. I am on my way back down now. I've got my big heavy gloves on. It's pretty chilly and there looks to be some rain moving in. Well, from this vantage point, I think that rain might actually miss me. Hope so anyways. I think it's about time to head down this mountain. So I'm back here at the T Harbor Lookout, and the weather forecast for today is looking like possible showers. I'm at an earlier lookout now, but I've actually just noticed the lighthouse that I was supposed to see at the other lookout. I don't know if it's just the dark clouds now and the contrast, but I can see perfectly there's a white lighthouse out there. So I'm going to try and get a better view of it with the zoom cam. I just finished up the last of my cinnamon bun. Thanks again to Mel and my dad for making those. It's gotten a little dark and the wind has picked up. I'm starting to think that the rest of this hike might be a little bit less pleasant. Oh, and now there's little bits of snow coming down. So actually that's good news. I was thinking I was gonna get rained on, but snow, that's not bad at all. So all that rain I was worried about, just some nice light snow flurries. It's a pleasant surprise. Very quiet, very calm. Sun's out again, doesn't feel cold. Turned out all right. So a little while back while it was snowing, I kind of came up with an idea for a song. I don't know if you all know, but I compose and produce all the music for Home Alone. So anyways, this new song goes something like, this is gonna sound terrible. It goes do 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 do. Now obviously that sounds awful, but that just gives the general tune, and that's gonna remind me later when I'm at the keyboard about that tune, and I can put it in and see if it actually makes sense. But that's one of the great things about just going for a walk in nature where it's quiet and you don't have much else to do. Kind of gets your creative juices flowing. Come up with new ideas. I didn't notice this before, but right at the trail turnoff to go to the top of the giant trail, they actually have a bike rack. So when you bike the flat part, you actually lock up your bike. It's probably a pretty good idea, because I'm sure a lot of people get to the bottom here and it'd be very tempting to just take a bike the rest of the way. No, I don't think anyone would do that. And as far as the bike thing goes, if you are coming to the Sleeping Giant Trail, I'd say having a bike is somewhat useful, but definitely not required. Kind of have to bike slow anyways. If you can like power walk Oh, that was a big puddle. You're not gonna save that much time by biking, in my opinion. And maybe if I biked, I'd have a different opinion. So the weather is beautiful again. And I should note, they have campsites here. This is the Tea Harbor campground area. Around the lake here, looks really nice. So if you're ever doing this hike, the stairs section is really the only really steep part. It's not a super difficult hike overall. Most of it is well cleared, well marked, and very, very rewarding view at the top. This hike is highly recommended. As I'm walking back to the trailer, I'll take this opportunity to remind you about giving us a like or a share. Or if you have constructive criticism, please be sure to leave a comment. Let us know how we can make our videos better. It really helps us grow our channel if you can share, like, etc. So thank you very much for doing that. Whew. Those last few inclines up to the parking lot, well, they just felt a little harder after that long hike. But anyways, I can see the trailer, so I'm home just short of 7 hours and 30,000 steps. Yeah, so that was a pretty good hike. If you're coming here and doing this hike, I would recommend leaving, 7 to 8 hours, just so you don't feel rushed. And do it off season like we did. There's only 5 or 6 cars in the parking lot, plus our trailer. So yeah. Whew, that's all. I ran out of battery before I could finish. I went through all of the GoPro batteries. So that concludes the Sleeping Giant hike. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, it feels really weird saying this without Mel, when you roam, everywhere is home. Hi honey, I'm home.
You made good time.
How was your day? Get lots of reading done?
Yeah, and it snowed.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Oh, you saw the snow at your end too. Are you recording this? Because I look like crap.
I'm gonna say no.
Close the door, please. It's really cold.